Slack? Did you need some slack, did you? No.
Bodyguard, that's bodyguards.
I'd like to call the March meeting of the Maumelle Civil Service Commission to order. If we have any public comments before we get started, not related to an agenda item. Okay, under old business, we have approval of the February 13th and 27th commission meeting minutes.
Approved as written.
I have a motion. To hear a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? No. Motion carries. Chief Ezel needs to, my understanding, extend a couple of temporary appointments. Chief?
Actually, before we can do that, we have to go to the next part of that.
Oh, we did do.
Oh, we do.
Oh, the
Okay.
testing?
I can't make the temporary promotions till we discuss the other part of it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's just dive right into that one.
Okay.
All right, so you all got the memo from the mayor. Back in October of last year, whenever I asked for an additional driving portion to be added to the lieutenant's test, that was with the understanding that that would make all of our tests basically the same. They would all have 4 parts. However, when the results were tabulated, we went back to a memo from 2012 that showed the breakdown of the percentages.
Right.
Which kind of flip-flopped a couple of people. One of the main reasons I wanted to try to get all the tests the same is that so we didn't have this kind of confusion going on anymore. But the best laid plans of mice and men, that still occurred. So.
Well, obviously, when we made that change in the October meeting of last year, none of us were wise enough to assign any percentages on anything. As I look back at this, we do have language in there that this will bring it equal to the captain and battalion chief exam with 4 graded portions. And we did pass that. And I don't know who's who and which one is going to get flipped or flopped, and we're not going to make everybody happy here tonight with what we have to do, but we've got to do it. It would be my argument that with that statement, we at least implicitly said that we wanted that breakout to reflect the fire captain and battalion chief.
Correct.
But I'll open that to discussion.
Well, having read the 2012 memo and then the most recent one, I don't think we have any other choice, and boy, I hate to do this, it's going to flip those positions based on that road, the driving test. But if that's what's in there, that's what we're going to have to do.
What, why are we flipping?
Because the way it was tabulated the first time only took in 3 testing portions,
Now it's 4.
Okay,
not 4.
okay. So we're talking about a 4th, a driving test? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, which we approved in last
The
October.
way things were evaluated, it was broken down per 2012 minutes, which broken down 60, 30, 10.
Right.
Right,
The captain and battalions have been 30, 30, 30, 10
Right.
on the percentages. So when I brought that forth to get 4 tests so that all of our exams were the same, that's what my intention was. I mean, I guess the question is, was that you all's interpretation of that as well? And if that's the case, then we basically have to decertify one list and certify the new one.
It is my contention, after thinking about this and really, really looking at it, that we intended it to reflect the 30, 30, 30, 10.
Yeah, if we're adding another test to it.
Rather than the, what was it, 60, 30, 10, or whatever it was under the old deal. I don't know if we need a motion here. I need to know that the commission is in agreement with me on this.
I have to concur with you as chairman, that we're gonna have to follow basically what our intent was and what we put in there.
Do, each engineer or applicant for an engineer
Lieutenant.
promotion or lieutenant take the driver's test? But there was nothing weighted, there was no weight put on the driver's test, right? Is that what you're saying?
Basically, if you look at the way the percentages fell, you would basically be taking 2 practical evolutions and making that 30% of their score, which is not anywhere close to what we do with captain and battalions.
Do we have to change it now?
I think the mayor wants it cleaned up.
I think it has to be.
So on the other, for the captains, what's its weights?
The captain is 30% written, 30% assessment tactical, 30% assessment personal, and our oral interviews 10%.
And I do know Attorney Norris is wanting to address that in our rules and regulations as well.
What we need to do is put these percentages in the rules and regulations.
Yeah.
I'm sure the mayor was pulling his hair out, having to go back through all these minutes and find all this. I didn't know anything about this until Friday. First I had heard of it. I didn't even know we had an issue. Then I guess I'll entertain a motion. The intent of the commission in October was to split out the scoring to reflect the captain scoring of 30% written, 30% tactical, and 30% personal, 10% CSC oral.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Any opposed? No? Motion carries. To the candidates who were affected by this, my deepest apologies. We hate when something like this happens. It's happened before. I will say I will be very, very happy when we get a permanent head of HR in here, because that's made it difficult. But the motion carries, so we'll move to request for temporary appointments.
Do we have to do anything as far as decertifying one list and certifying the other?
Why don't we let the HR head get back and I'll discuss that with him. Yeah, we're gonna have to,
I would suspect that we will.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to do promotions like the newspaper starts Saturday.
He will accept our findings. So you can proceed as if this is
Okay.
all an okay.
As long as we're following the letter.
I think all he really wanted was for us to clear up our intent. I don't think he, you know, he just, the water was muddy and he wanted us to clear it up,
Okay.
and we have.
All right, so temporary promotion wise, I'm asking for Joshua Malden to be temporarily promoted to captain.
Let's do that in one motion, and then the other separately.
Okay.
Okay, you have two, right?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Now, here's a question before we go much further into that. Last month, I asked for Captain Cossey to be promoted temporarily to battalion chief, and you guys told me I had to come back every 60 days.
That's the rule.
Okay.
Is he doing a good
says-
job?
Yeah, he's doing it. It says unless you guys approve it otherwise. Last year, we did it for like 7 months at a time. It's going to be the same individuals until Chief Eaton returns from his.
Yeah, you
jury
run into
duty.
this a
And
lot.
if we do this month,
Yeah.
we're gonna be here every month because we're on odd months. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
understand.
I mean, I'll do
Are
whatever you guys
you,
wanna do. but
are
we
you
do it
asking for his temporary assignment to be
until
Chief Eaton returns?
Yes.
Do we need that out of the way before we get back to what we were talking about? Or is that a totally separate
that-
issue?
On the,
Well, you were asking for a temporary for
for Joshua Malden.
Josh Malden. And then you brought
If
up,
we're gonna do that, we would, I would.
Brought up
turn around and
Mike.
ask the same thing.
you brought up Mike, though.
Yeah, for,
I know who you are. I know who Malden is. But what I said, what he did, he brought up
Didn't we?
Mr. Malden and then turned around and brought your name
We talked
into
about
it.
this the last time, and the city attorney said it was 60 days, or?
I do not recall.
What's that?
Because I
I
don't see
think
why
Harvey's
we
right.
do it
I
every
think we
month.
did bring that up. and
We brought it up.
And it specifically states it has to be every 60 days.
That has always been my understanding.
Yep.
you guys have your civil service rule? Page 14 says no temporary appointment regardless of pay implications may continue for more than 60 days without approval of the civil service commission. So, I mean, to me, that says you guys have the ability to do that.
Yep.
And we did it last year. I mean, if Attorney Norris has said something different, I didn't catch that when he did. I'll do whatever you guys feel is right. I'm just putting that out there that we're gonna be in here every month and I'm gonna be asking.
Is
for
that one?
temporary promotion.
See, I have
One sentence.
always interpreted that to mean may continue for more than 60 days without approval of the Civil Service Commission. I have always interpreted that to mean that every 60 days you gotta be back.
Yeah, but read the next line.
When
Yeah.
does the testing cycles conclude?
Next February, I'm a year from when the list is certified.
Well, the motion that was made to appoint Michael Cossey to battalion chief says until testing cycle concludes and the results are certified by the commission in February of 2017.
Which we did last month.
I don't think there's anything in the minutes that says it has to be 60 days, but it is in the,
This is where I'm missing the city attorney tonight. I don't know what he said last time.
You could interpret that sentence both ways.
You really could.
Yeah.
I have always interpreted it to mean that a temporary appointment had to be reapproved every 60 days. Do you recall the city attorney saying that at the last meeting?
Because I think the chief wanted to do that for the battalion chief until
And the city
Scott comes
attorney
back.
said it was every 60 days.
Can we do a 60-day temporary promotion on these individuals tonight? And
Yes.
The city attorney's back
Yes.
next month?
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to proceed.
Okay.
So, do we ever have a motion for any of these?
No.
Okay, start where you want and we'll do it in that order.
Well, if we're waiting till next month on the city attorney, the only two I have tonight are temporary promotions for Joshua Mullen to captain.
Okay. Need a motion for that?
So moved?
Second?
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say yes.
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 Any opposed, no. Motion carries.
Second temporary promotion is Aileen Wamsley to lieutenant.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. Both pass.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to. without
Chief, I have one
specifics.
question.
'Cause it should be, we should be able to do it.
Yeah.
And
If you know what that time.
Did I hear
If we gotta
you
get-
say we had done this for more than 60 days in the past?
We did it for like 8 months before Patrick McIntyre and Adam Cordell last year whenever Captain Grove was reporting.
Okay. I want to make sure the city attorney's aware of that we have done that for more than 60 days.
We have, I think we have done that maybe tied to some future event of someone returning or whatever.
Right, yeah.
We'll clarify
Chief
that.
Eaton will be back in November, that's why.
Yeah, we'll clarify that the next time. If we can make this easier, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any additional comments? I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, no. We are adjourned.
Yes, sir?
Oh, no, somebody pick me up.
Oh,
They need arms on those chairs.
hey, I know you didn't work out that hard.
Stick my back out?